Why did you start Reach?
So aside from the fact that it's fun disrupting a big telecom industry, the other aspect of starting Reach is what's the story I want to tell my children as they grow up. And I think starting something from the ground up is the story I wanted to tell. And as any company, I feel like Reach, we have done a great job in people walking in the door. And we've seen them over the last 5 years grow both personally and professionally. And kind of be ready for the professional world. So that's a big part of starting Reach for me.
So what are the pros and cons of open technology for this kind of system, both in the terms of the technology and the network?
I think the openness to access the network is very important. I mean, if you look at the world today, we have hyperscalers like Googles of the world that have very modern way of bringing new things to market. Netflix of the world, and all the OTT. And I think opening up the network with APIs gives the opportunity to drive innovation at a significantly faster pace. And look at us, right? We've built a telco in a box. We can stand up a new mobile service or a fixed wireless service on a tier 1 major network operator in a matter of minutes, right? And it wouldn't be possible without having access to these networks in an open manner. So I think that it goes a long way to have that in the telecom world. If you think about all the innovation, a lot of it is coming from people using mobile phones, right? We're all using them all the time, and it is kind of bizarre that the mobile networks themselves have been so close. Right. And I think having that access gives the opportunity to innovate in that space as well.
So, easy question to finish. Who will win in the convergence wars?
So, it's not an easy question, of course. I think there's going to be a market share for both the MNOs and the fiber and the MSOs, and I think a lot of it is going to be driven by technology, right? I think we get all lost into the deep tech of it, like putting the fiber in the ground, the fixed wireless. Of course, that's very important, right? Without it, we don't have access or network. But I think the other part of it is packaging it, like how simple you make it for the user. And I think companies that innovate in the digital lifestyle type branding are going to do well, because at the end of the day, we're selling to a consumer. For example, my wife, who's not from technology, from a medical sector, she doesn't know the bits and bytes. She doesn't want to. She wants to know how simple it is to use something. So I think that the companies that innovate in the simplicity of packaging are going to be in the forefront of it. And I think part of the reason we started Reach to make it super simple for people to create a service on top of a network, and on converged network, multiple services, right? So, we are, of course, banking on the simplicity of packaging services.
Great. Thanks for your time.